Good morning, dynamic stars. Good evening, good afternoon. Happy Saturday, happy Monday, happy whatever day of the week it is for you when you see this video. I am back again with a video about Amen, the deity Amen from the Egyptian Pantheon. And I just wanted to get back into that series. So many people have been asking offline, online. So I said, it's time. It's time to do that. So the deity Amen is actually above the tree. As I was saying, the tree of life. Amen is above the tree. The tree itself looks like this. Okay, so that is Amen right there. And Geb is our physical being. And that's 10 down here at the bottom. So we're talking about here, as you see clearly way above the tree. As such, it's not like the other deities, it's not like the other spheres on the tree of life. Amen is above the fray, above all the emotions, the human triations. It's above all of that. Amen is aware of itself. It is, while you're in meditation, you are aware of you. You are aware of the I am. That's it. As you can imagine, that's kind of a difficult stage to get to. And generally speaking, you do it while you're laying down this meditation to get into that state so that there is no tension in your body at all, so that you can literally let your mind drift, so that it is that stage just before you go to sleep. And you learn through this meditation to hold on to that state and not drop into sleep, because it's a very, very small little range before falling asleep when you're in that Amen phase. Now, I say all of that to talk about the deity, right? Because it's kind of ethereal. So telling you what it takes to get into the meditative state also shares with you what you need to do just in regular everyday life to connect with Amen. It's actually nothing, no thing. That is, of course, a play on words, but it's apropos for Amen. When you get an Amen reading, when you see it anywhere, when you hear that term, when you say Amen at the end of a prayer, you are asking for that no-thingness, that energy of being completely at one with all things. Because if you're no things, that means you're all things. You're in tune with all things. You are asking for the Creator to come in and assist, because that's the energy of the Creator. It's one of those deities that just really is challenging for regular humans, because we're always doing something. We're always into something. We're feeling something. You've got to go here. You've got to go there. These people need that. The kids need that. The dog needs that. The cat needs. Everybody needs something. Demands at the job, demands at whatever organization, group that you're with. Social media. Oh my gosh, the time drain of social media, right? Amen is above all of that. Say you get an Amen reading, and it is to buy a car, right? As, I guess, mundane as you can get. I would completely stop all movement on thinking about a car, getting a car, because now God, Spirit, Deity, powers that be are putting on the table, you may be missing something. There may be a bigger picture here that you're not looking at. So we gave you Amen Hetep. So you stop You have to now try and get into that meditative state. May take you a couple of days to get there. You know, you might fall asleep the first couple of nights. But by maybe third, fourth, fifth night, you might be getting onto it, holding that stage, and being able to stay there for 10, 15 minutes. You have to get to that point. Going in with the intention of what you want to know, what information you want Amen to share with you. And when you come out of that state, when you wake up in the morning, when you come out of the meditation, you should have an answer. So again, if I were to get an Amen Hetep reading, I might start looking at, all right, what is behind my motivation for getting a car? Why do I want it? What will it do for me? And in particular, what kind of car was I going for? Was I going for just something to get me from A to B? Or was I going for, I don't know, the newest Infiniti, a big BMW, Mercedes-Benz, whatever. What was I looking for? And that will give you some answers, because it could be at this point in time, you don't really need a car. You're just getting it for maybe status quo, to fill a need someplace else. Amen could be there are no finances to back up, the purchase of the car that you say you want. Or it could be that level of car that you're going for is not exactly what you need. Yes, you need a car, but something that will get you from A to B is just enough. And it doesn't even have to be, off the showroom floor. You can get a secondhand car to meet the need. But you won't know with an Amen reading until you dive deep into yourself, into the situation, to really understand what you're looking for or what is there. Because an Amen reading it's deeper than you think it is. There's more to it. That's kind of what Amen is. Amen in a situation at work, again, pull back. You have to stop. Every time with an Amen, you have to stop on your forward movement, because there is something deeper at stake here that you are at risk of not seeing, which is why you pull that card. In the situation at work, it could be there's something that you don't know that's happening, and maybe this is why your boss is coming to you asking you to do X, Y, and Z, because of something their supervisor said. And because your supervisor, your direct supervisor, cannot tell you, or else that could be his or her job, they're telling you to do certain things. So you have to stop. Don't get upset. Don't try and yank that boss, because they are trying to tell you something that they can't verbally tell you. But through, your meditation, through deduction, through stopping and paying attention and going within, you can get what's being said. You could, of course, also try other means, asking other people, trying to get deeper into the situation. But again, that may cause trouble, which is why you got this Amen Hetep. Many times with Amen, stop. Go deeper. Yes, you can ask other people, but Amen is above the tree. It is above the fray. It is usually something within yourself, or something you can gather from going within and allowing Amen to tell you. So let us look here at Amen. Of course, I got my handy dandy Maduna Tear, Volume 1 by Ram Nephramen. So the Kemetic other names are Amen, Nu, and Nut. And the underlying principles: living of the knowledge of the essential and original unconditioned state of our spirit is a fundamental prerequisite for achieving success in all of our undertakings. The realization of this goal is the ability to maintain a deep state of inner peace that cannot be upset by externals. This condition is called hetep. Realization of this knowledge is the final goal of life. That's in its positive state. In its negative state, ignorance of the knowledge of our essential state leads to the identification with our conditioned reflexes and behavioral patterns, the way we normally are, the way we live, who we are, our natural persons, if you will. It is the fundamental cause of all failures and evil in the world. So the keynotes: knowledge of our essence, the essence of a thing or undertaking. Ignorance of our essence is its negative. So when you receive an Amen reading, you are being reminded to renew your experience of the essence of your being. You are in danger of identifying with the conditioned state of your person, thus limiting your potential to achieve. All right, so you also have to get enough rest. And I know that when I've received Amen readings, the main thing that is important for me is not allowing anybody to upset me. I mean, nothing. You get a cup of coffee, they don't make it right, and you want to get all upset. When you are working on dealing with an Amen reading, overlook it. Go fix your own coffee. Throw it out, get another one. Maybe milk was bad anyway. Maybe that's why it's not good. That's why it's funny. Don't go off the handle for small things. Don't go off the handle for big things. When you have an Amen reading, you don't go off. I mean, that's just the thing. Because that is what's stopping you from seeing what's happening. And when you get an Amen reading, it is literally telling you so you can see. The more calm you remain, the more you will see. Because that is part of the experience as well. Because when you're in that, your normal state, you have a certain filter that you look at the world. This is asking you to take that filter off and look at the world as if you're somebody else, as if you are Amen above the tree. And by looking at the world with different lenses, you'll see things differently, you'll hear things differently, new impressions will come to you. And that's what this is all about. So, Amen. There's no colors, there's no anything. It's nothingness. Of course, wear white, as light of a color as you can. Don't talk as much. Try to observe being, quiet, not silent, because you don't want people going, what the heck? Just tell people, I'm in a bit of a reflective mode. I'm not saying don't be yourself, but pull it back, reel it back, quiet down, put on your headphones, even if you're not listening to anything. This way people were like, oh, yeah, she's focused. Yeah. So this way, out in the world, you don't look crazy, but you'll probably start seeing things that you never noticed before. All right, well, that's what I have to say about Amen. Please let me know if you have any questions, any thoughts. Leave them in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.